Imagine a world where cartels no longer operate with guns and smuggling routes, but with codes and algorithms. Where crime doesn't unfold on street corners, but in the deep, shadowy recesses of the digital world. No more dangerous drug traffickers hauling their products across borders. Instead, invisible networks printing drugs at the molecular level. No more stolen passports, but biometric forgeries that rewrite a person's identity down to their genetic blueprint. Crime has evolved. The classic cartels have vanished, replaced by cyber cartels, criminal organizations that use AI to manipulate financial markets, quantum computers to crack security systems, and holographic marketplaces where deals are made without leaving a physical trace. But what does this mean for law enforcement? How do you fight an enemy with no face, no borders, and an intelligence that constantly adapts? This isn't science fiction. This is the reality of tomorrow. In the past, cartels smuggled drugs through tunnels, hidden compartments in vehicles, or private aircraft. Infamous criminals like Pablo Escobar perfected smuggling networks, while Joaquin El Chapo Guzman escaped from prisons through an empire of underground tunnels. The Cali cartel refined drug trafficking to the point where they infiltrated entire governments. But the digital revolution changed everything. With the rise of cryptocurrency and the dark web, money laundering became easier than ever. Now, cartels like the Sinaloa cartel and the Ndrangheta are taking it even further. Using AI, biohacking, and quantum computing, criminal operations are vanishing entirely off the radar. No tunnels, no smuggling routes, just a network of codes, data, and invisible power. Now, imagine a world where physical drug labs are obsolete because anyone with the right code can print designer drugs at home. Where criminals never need to flee because they can alter their DNA and facial structure in real time. Where money no longer flows through banks, but disappears into unbreakable digital vaults. Let's take a deep dive into the technology behind the cartels of the future. What if you could never be caught? With CRISPR gene editing, criminals can rewrite their genetic code, rendering iris scanners and fingerprint recognition useless. This means that within hours, someone can alter their identity and become completely invisible to law enforcement. But it doesn't stop there. Synthetic skin cells, enhanced with nanotechnology, can constantly change texture, deceiving even the most advanced biometric security systems. Surveillance cameras equipped with facial recognition software detect an unknown person, someone who, as far as the system is concerned, has never existed before. Even more advanced is neurohacking, specialized brain implants that can interfere with brain waves and memory storage. Imagine a smuggler who memorizes a critical transport route, but the moment he's arrested, that information vanishes from his memory, as if he never knew it in the first place. Even a polygraph test can be manipulated, as brain waves are altered in such a way that the criminal genuinely believes they are innocent. This kind of biohacking doesn't just change the way criminals operate, it renders traditional law enforcement almost useless. How do you catch someone who can literally rewrite their identity and erase their own memories? Traditional hacking attacks pale in comparison to what the cartels of the future are capable of. Self-learning AIs function as digital masterminds, constantly improving themselves. They analyze millions of security systems, identifying vulnerabilities that human eyes would never notice. The moment they find a weakness, they adapt instantly, generating new methods to infiltrate databases, financial institutions, and even government networks. With deepfake technology, cartels are taking identity fraud to an entirely new level. These advanced AIs can generate hyper-realistic videos and audio recordings of police chiefs, judges, or even world leaders, making illegal transactions and forged orders seamlessly appear legitimate. Imagine a digital clone of a high-ranking government official authorizing a massive bank transfer or a falsified police video, diverting an investigation in the wrong direction. But perhaps the most dangerous weapon is the rise of autonomous AI networks, self-learning systems that operate without human intervention. Cartels no longer need hackers or money couriers. The AI does everything. It creates fake identities, launders billions through cryptocurrency, and reprograms itself to never use the same method twice, making detection nearly impossible. Why rely on smuggling routes when drugs can be produced directly by the user? Synthetic molecular printers function like advanced 3D printers, but instead of plastic or metal, they print molecules. Using digital chemical blueprints, these printers can synthesize any desired compound. No physical laboratory required. This technology feels like something out of Blade Runner 2049, where synthetic substances and personalized designer drugs are seamlessly created on demand. We saw a glimpse of this in Breaking Bad, where Walter White needed an entire lab to produce the purest meth. But what if he could have done it without any equipment? What if all he needed was a digital code and a printer? This concept revolutionizes chemical production. Criminals no longer need smuggling routes or clandestine labs, just an encrypted file with the correct molecular instructions. AI algorithms play a critical role in this process. They analyze a user's genetic and biochemical data, tailoring a personalized drug formula designed to perfectly match their physiological makeup. Not only does this optimize the drug's effects, but it also minimizes side effects, making the substance even more appealing to users. Since these drugs aren't pre-manufactured or smuggled, but instead assembled on demand, they are virtually undetectable. No supply chains, no storage facilities, no physical contraband to track. Law enforcement can shut down labs and tighten border controls, but how do you fight a crime that exists entirely in the digital space? One that only becomes physical when a user presses print. Until now, financial fraud has been limited by encryption and firewalls, but quantum computers are about to change that. While a traditional computer attempts to crack a password by testing one combination at a time, a quantum computer, using superposition and quantum entanglement, can calculate all possible combinations simultaneously, breaking even the most advanced security systems within seconds. Cyber cartels are leveraging this technology to gain access to bank accounts and classified government files. Imagine a criminal organization breaching all the secure servers of a global financial network in an instant, moving billions in cryptocurrency, leaving no trace behind. This isn't science fiction. Governments and corporations are already investing billions into post-quantum encryption to prevent this scenario. But while they develop new defense systems, cyber cartels are constructing quantum algorithms capable of bypassing even the most advanced security layers. Think of it as the eternal battle between bank robbers and vault makers. Each time security improves, criminals find a smarter way to break in. But this time, it's not just a vault being cracked. It's the entire financial system teetering on the edge of collapse, threatened by the sheer power of quantum crime. Physical meetings are risky. That's why cartels are moving their operations into the holographic underworld, a digital network of secret virtual spaces where criminals negotiate in real time without ever being physically present. Imagine a black market similar to dark web forums, but in a fully interactive 3D environment where users can walk through virtual alleyways and offices, make deals, and exchange information. This technology mirrors the holographic communication seen in films like Blade Runner 2049 and Ready Player One, where avatars interact in a virtual reality without ever revealing their real identities. But cartels are taking it a step further. With AI-generated avatars and morphing technology, criminals can alter their appearance and voice in real time, making even the most advanced biometric scanners completely useless. A criminal could, for instance, pose as a high-ranking government official, close a deal, and instantly transform into an entirely different person the moment the transaction is complete. Think of scenes from Mission Impossible, where characters use hyper-realistic masks to change their faces. But in this future, there are no masks. AI and advanced morphing technology allow criminals to generate an entirely new face and voice in real time. Now, imagine an undercover agent negotiating with a cartel leader inside a holographic marketplace, believing they are speaking with a high-level government official. The moment the deal is done, the criminal transforms in a split second. No recognizable features, no traces, no way to uncover their real identity. This is no longer just digital camouflage. It's total identity forgery at a level that renders all current law enforcement methods obsolete. No physical presence, no fingerprints, no security footage, just a shadow in a digital world, untraceable and untouchable. Law enforcement has always tried to stay one step ahead of organized crime, but in the future, that will be harder than ever. As governments invest in AI-driven surveillance systems, cartels are developing AI that can outsmart them. Imagine a world where authorities have access to hyper-intelligent algorithms that detect suspicious patterns in digital transactions and deploy automated drones for immediate action. But just as quickly, cartels develop their own AI systems, manipulating these algorithms, deceiving drones with falsified data, and undermining digital identity systems using deepfake technology. Picture a cat-and-mouse game where AIs are constantly outwitting each other. One side predicts crime before it happens, while the other feeds false signals into the system, keeping criminals invisible. Law enforcement uses quantum encrypted networks to secure communication, but cyber cartels build quantum hackers capable of breaking those defenses in seconds. A possible scenario: an Interpol supercomputer detects a suspicious transaction on a quantum blockchain. Within seconds, AI-driven drones are deployed to scan the location. But before they arrive, a cartel AI has already anticipated the attack, rerouting the drones with false GPS signals. By the time authorities are still searching for suspects, the money has already vanished. Some governments are considering more radical measures, such as brain implants capable of detecting criminal intent before a crime is even committed. But where is the line between crime prevention and digital oppression? Will governments themselves eventually become cartel-like organizations, seeking absolute control over everyone and everything? Crime is evolving. Cartels are getting smarter, technology is becoming more powerful, and the line between legal and illegal is fading. If Pablo Escobar could build a global drug empire with limited technology, how massive will the cartels of the future become? Can law enforcement still stop this new wave of technological crime, or have cartels already won with their unstoppable digital advantage? What do you think? Are we still on time to prevent this future, or is this already the world we live in? Want to know more about the impact of futuristic technology? Subscribe to our channel and stay updated on the world of tomorrow.